first look at 40k. I just realized that's on there. 40k new Necron models that came out. I know this is a really late night video. Not my intention. I had a lot of equipment errors and problems. So we're going to take a look at this model. We're going to do a little bit of a review for it. And then I will be having some other really cool videos. I'm trying a new setup today. We're going to see how this works. I think this might be better than what I've been doing. You got to bear with me on the lighting piece of it, because the lighting is not where I want it to be. For some reason this camera, okay, although now it doesn't seem to be making my hands shoot. Well, I think it's kind of still doing. No, I guess it's not. It's making my hand like super duper red, which was really weird. So if the colors are slightly off, I'm working on just what would be better lighting for this. So and I was hoping to use an SLR camera as the shooting camera for this, but alas, I thought it was going to be really annoying. But you know what? I guess it probably won't be annoying, and I probably will switch to the SLR camera. I just went back to what I knew because I felt like I was having too many problems. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I could have just taken. I could have done focus priority on where I needed to focus and then do that. So anyway, all right, we're gonna take a look at new Necrons. This is the newer model that just came out. I wanted to do a review of the model. I'm actually going to build the model as well. So we're going to do that all on camera. I have my tools ready to go. Let's dive in. I will be getting the Indominus box at some point, and I'll be getting the Necron side out of that. So, and again, just so you guys get another look at the actual model, what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at and unboxing. Now, I'm pretty sure you don't get data sheets in here. I think all the data sheets are going to be in the Indominus box. But, and obviously when they release a new codex or the chapter approved, which is not released yet. Interesting story with my local store. Actually, we might get data sheets in here. I don't know. Ooh, he's coming in on a big base, I can tell you that much. Alright. Oh, this doesn't look that bad, intriguingly enough. There's only one sprue in there, so you guys can take a look at the sprue itself. Just a lot of rubble, debris. I mean, obviously one of the things that really is amazing about this model is just the craziness that's going on in here. You can see the details that they're giving you in there. Yeah, it's just insane. It's a man getting like his psychic energy, not psychic energy, his bio energy like ripped out of him. Let's see, and then you can take a look at the paint scheme. Now it should be noted. Oh, did they? Yes, so they're doing something kind of interesting, which I don't think they've done. Okay. Interesting. So I don't know if you guys can catch this, but that's really confusing. Yeah, so how exactly does that work? Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're like mixing all of the paints together. So I know I've been preaching a lot to everybody about how contrast becomes part of your repertoire of painting. This is confirmation that they are going to a more blended painting system. Because if you look, you actually have a contrast in there and a bunch of layer paints. So wow, okay, so that is much more complex if you want to get the GW approved paint job for these guys. It's much harder to do it now. They were doing for a while a contrast box. Oh, we did get a data sheet. I figured they would give you the data sheet. which I will review a little bit with you guys. So let's see what the data sheet has to offer. Yeah, because usually new models are going to give you a data sheet in every box in the build manual. Alright, so his movement characteristic is an 8. He's got an 8-inch move. Weapon skill is +3, so that's going to be what you roll. It's a +3 when you're rolling for close combat. No, wait, what am I talking about? Strike that, reverse it. I just said the wrong thing. So weapon skill is +3, BS is +3, strength is 6. That's pretty intense. 7, 4, okay. Yeah, well, it's a Necron, so leadership 10 is normal. And its save is a +3. So it has a normal +3 save. That's kind of obnoxious. It's a single model equipped with... You can only include one of these models in your army. So this is a character model. That's also something to note. Eldritch Lance shooting. It's 18 inches. It's assault D3. Strength is 8. Oh my god, the 8. Okay, so that's ridiculous. It does D6 damage. And it's got an 18-inch range. To shoot. All of his attacks have AP, which is really bad. And then the lance, when it's in melee, when you're not in shooting range or in close combat, you can use the lance. Okay, so it says user for when the barrier fights, it makes 2 additional attacks with this weapon. Okay. So if you have a bear, if you have a... Oh my god, that's terrible. It gets 2 extra attacks. And it's AP -2 for that attack. That's nuts. At the start of each turn, this model regains 1 lost wound. Cool, so it self-generates, because it has living metal, which most Necrons have that. Master Techromancer, add 1 to the roll made for the reanimating protocol ability of friendly Necrons within 3. So he helps them regenerate. That's terrible. A unit cannot be benefited from both the Master Technology and... So basically what that's saying is that he helps out units that don't have that ability. Atomic Energy Manipulator. If this model destroys 1 or more enemies, units in the fight phase, when at the end of the phase, it can use ability as war end of the movement. Alright. If this model destroys 1 or more enemy models, units in a fight phase, then at the end of the phase, it can use its mechanical augmented ability as if it were the end of the movement phase. Okay. We're gonna see what that ability is in a minute. Epic Overcharge. When a psychic test is taken for an enemy psyker within 9 inches of this model, that enemy psyker suffers perils. When a psyker test is taken for an enemy psyker within 9 inches of this model, that enemy psyker suffers oh my god. So you roll any doubles and your psyker is near this guy, you just auto peril. That's really bad. Wow. Augmentation. At the end of your movement phase, you can select 1 Necromortar Immortals unit from your army that is within 6 inches of this model that has not already been affected by this ability in the battle. If you do so, roll a d3 and consult the table. So on 1, add 1 to the strength characteristic of the model until the end of the turn. Add 1 to the toughness characteristic of the model until end of turn. Improve the ballistic skills of the model in the unit by 1 until the end of turn. Alright, so he just gets a buff. So he can if he kills stuff, he can buff other people. So I guess that's to simulate the idea that he's taking the bio. He's a Cryptech. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, So not bad. How many wounds? 7 wounds. Okay. Moves pretty fast. 7 wounds. He's got some pretty decent abilities. Pretty cool character for the Necrons. And again, this is a brand new character. This is a brand new model for the Necrons. Alright. Let's get to building. Alright, so... And as always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, things of note, please don't hesitate to ask. I want to also share with you guys in this video, I will have links up momentarily or shortly, probably tomorrow. I will be starting a YouTube channel. For right now, a lot of the content is just going to be similar content. So it's going to be just me porting over a lot of the content I already had. But I'm going to organize it on YouTube a little bit better. And then what will start to happen is eventually I will start to build some exclusive content for YouTube, but I'm just not totally there as of right yet. Okay, cool. But there will be some content that will be specific to YouTube as I get, because I'm in the process of working on my studio, and then once I get that all set up, I will start to do some other stuff. Also, just getting a lot of different models completed and done, which is why I will be continuing with the Twitch streams for both building these new models and wonderful things, because I want to review the new Necrons, and since I don't have my forces all painted up and ready to go, I'm going to do the next best thing, which is do build videos and paint videos for you guys. Okay, so I will say, and this is true of really any GW model, when you're doing GW models in general and Necrons in general, they are very delicate models, so you want to be very careful. Make sure you have the right set. These are electrical wire cutters, thin electrical wire cutters that I use. GW does sell their own wire cutters. Like anything else, if you buy GW stuff, it's going to be more expensive. But obviously, one could argue that if you buy the GW stuff, it's obviously tested to work with GW models. So there's sort of a trade-off there, if you will. I think I understand how this is supposed to go. We're going to see if I do. So the answer is no. I was about to put it on backwards. I'm just trying to figure it out before I commit to putting it on the model. So if you guys can see, probably can't, there's a little divot in there and there's a little nub in there. You basically have to, so the divot is for this piece on here. You can see it on the end there. It sticks out. And then it actually interlocks with the other piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put some super glue. I would recommend putting the super glue on the rib cage pieces or the hip. I think this is the hip pieces because I think all the legs attached to this. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. And then I'm gonna put it on the actual. Because like I said. That's what I thought was going to happen. Alright, crap. Yeah, this is a little bit of a more challenging model to put together. I will wholeheartedly admit that. It's always more challenging when you have interlocking pieces like this. Oh, you're gonna do me wrong like that? Okay, so divot, hole. And it just falls right off. That's pretty funny. Now, yeah, so if you guys can see this, that's what you're going to end up with when you're done. And it's very counterintuitive because the outside holes are, so you want the outside things to be the holes and the inside things to be this. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. I mean, the good news is they built it in a way that it doesn't, you really can't interlock the pieces the wrong way. I guess is maybe the best way to say that. Sorry, guys. Alright, so now that I've done this, alright, then we also need part 4. So where's 4? Oh man, GW, I really do hate you sometimes. Okay, so what I just had happen is I thought I had cut both screws, and essentially I didn't. So what it did was it actually broke the model. That's so annoying. Alright, so I'm going to wait till that dries, because I had to re-glue that. And then it looks like, yeah, so when I said before you have to be really delicate with the screws. Yeah, so again, the way that they've designed this, is this like coming apart while I'm trying to, yeah, it is. So this Necron model is like many other Necron models I've put together in the past. Because the Necron models are so delicate, you really can't. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this is part of what I don't like about GW models sometimes. So basically, until that dries, I can't do any more of the model. Which is really, 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 really annoying. Because you need to press on. I'm actually going to put a little bit more glue inside of there. Oh my god. Of course I'm sticking to the model. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for that to dry, guys. I'm sorry. It's like, it's so annoying. And it's not their fault, but it's just when they do, especially Necrons are really annoying to put together. When I put together my rest of my Necrons, which I actually have to refurbish a lot of them and fix them because some of them are in good shape, some of them are not. Because it's a very old army. I've had Necrons for a long time. They're just a pain in the butt to put together. And then when you start to get some of their larger units like these guys, they get even crappier to put together. Because they're so delicate. So I actually might bust out my tweezers, which I didn't think I was going to have to do, but because I am running into so much adversity, with getting this on. Was I just about to put that on the wrong leg? I think I was. The problem you run into with the Necron model is you have to put pressure on parts of the model but some of you out there might be like, why aren't you using the arms that GW gives you? And there's a reason why I don't use them. It's a pain in the butt. The weight of this is too much. I also don't understand that ever when GW. Okay, because that needs to. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's actually kind of smart. And they can get that to go in there. I was about to say, that's not going to stay on there at all. Yeah, basically, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you have a wire and the foot. And technically, the cable is supposed to match up with that foot. But I honestly don't understand how they thought. I mean, that's pretty solid now. I'm just going to try to hold that and see if we can hold it in place. Sometimes they have these really awesome ideas with the cables and stuff. And I'm trying to live up to that expectation that I'm going to get this cable to glue onto this leg. But quite frankly, to get I feel like this is the best laid plans. Like, trying to get that leg to sit right on that foot. But the problem is, and it might be the fact that I put, oh no, wait, I might have gotten it. Alright, I think I just got it to work. Yay. Alright, cool. So I'm going to put it, I'm going to put it this way. Oh no, did I just knock it out again? Oh, come on, man. Just sit the way I want you to sit. Why did I make it this way? I hate GW sometimes. There we go. I'm literally just trying to prop it up so it'll just sit. Jeez Louise. Alright, yeah, and they do that a lot. They do that a lot with the way a model will sit, the way that hips are, especially when you're doing models like this, the Necrons. If their hips are off, then the legs don't fit. It gets really, 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 really annoying real quick. Alright, so we need leg 9. This really shouldn't be a very long build. Like, this model should not take me a long time to build. Probably the more time it's going to take is the actual, like, probably the fact that I'm going to have to let parts of it dry. Okay, so this should be back together because this essentially has to go here. I will put that on after I get the leg situation all done. Alright, and then we need 8. So leg 8's another one of those situations where you want to be careful how you punch this out because it's actually very thinly attached. It's a platform. you can pop that off really easily if you don't understand how GW models put together. Alright, so 6 and 7. I mean, I will say one of the things I like about this model is I like that they're doing a little bit more in the way of dynamic bases. So they're giving you a lot of debris and stuff to play with. So you're gonna walk away with this one with a lot of really cool themed elements on the base and a scene. So this reminds me very much of the orc character that I built. Versus, you know, I think in the past with GW, they would have made the player do more of the theming. Like you'd have to do bases to go with the character, which they don't seem to be doing as much of. All right, so 7. Okay, that makes it really easy because this basically fits into that. Okay, so you guys can see how that's going to fit in. So let's get some glue on. So I got some glue in those holes. Alright, and then let me get this turned the right way and then that turned the right way so I can do... It's funny, I line it up and then I go to do it and it's like, I don't remember how I did it. Alright, so that's going to be our base, or one of our base part elements. And then I think... I'm pretty sure it goes like that. This kind of puzzle piece fits in there. I'll put a little bit more glue in there. And like I said, guys, if you have questions, comments, I'd love to hear what you all think of the, you know, of the new Necrons, of the new Space Marines, since those are all... Oh boy. Let's get this front piece on. Everything should have dried pretty well now that I left it alone. Alright. So luckily my front piece fit on perfectly. I was somewhat worried. But no, it looks like actually I lined up those pieces pretty well. Everything seems to be jiving in line, and maybe I shifted it probably a little bit with the new thing. Now we got to spin it around. For me, I'm just more concerned about the leg placement before I'm really worried about the rest of the model. So 9 is supposed to be the back leg. Awesome. Just gonna put a little bit more glue in there. I'm oversaturating it a little bit with super glue because I find when I do that, now unless I'm just not doing this correctly. Oh, there we go. Okay, just got it. Yeah, it's weird. When you're doing this, you have to be... There we go. Ah. I thought maybe I could lay it so gravity would do some work for me. Apparently it didn't. Yeah, it's actually good for you to just rest your finger on it because there's a springiness. Ah, I'm going to get glued to the front of this. And that is the one bad thing about using super glue. For you folks at home. Bad thing about using super glue, it sticks to you. Plastic glue doesn't. Plastic glue will not stick to you. It will only melt plastic. But like I said, the drawback to using the plastic glue is not that it will not do the job or it will not do it well. Like I said, sometimes I have run into myself where I've messed up with the super glue. It has melted the plastic and I've lost part of the model. See, that always freaks me out. I hate. Okay, let me just put some glue in this so I get a double bonding sort of thing happening. But yeah, so basically, if you guys can see this, I hate it when. Let me just get this. I hate it when GW. Yeah, see, so this is a great example of. Jesus. Okay, there we go. No, I that actually worked out okay. I hate when they do line up elements like that, because this goes back to if you didn't build. If you didn't build the model correctly to begin with, and you were off in your proportions, or you were off in your placement, I think I just knocked one of the legs off, or I'm knocking something off. Alright, so I can't touch where that is. Alright, so what I am immediately, I guess it is lined up. What I'm immediately worried about, I'm not going to touch that back leg, is will this base correctly, which is what I am always worried about when I see models like this. I think it will, because basically that's going to be an up element and then all of that is flat on the base. So I think we're okay. I think it all lines up, but yeah, it's actually kind of hard. They haven't told you to put it on the base yet, but what I'm going to do, just for my own sanity. Yeah, so I'm gonna, yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of pushing down, but it works. All right. I'm gonna try to switch things around so you guys are getting a better shot of the model, and I definitely will be buying some better lights. I might actually have an idea. No, that's just like. I don't know if that helps and provides any more light, but actually, no, that does not help the lighting situation. Okay. Oh god, did it just, okay. For a minute I thought I had glued the instruction manual. Actually, I think I did. To the ground. Alright. Then we also need, I want to put this over here so I can see it. I need 11 and 10. Alright. So that's going to be some shoulder plated armor. That came off very, very easily. And like I said, guys, if you would like to jump on and ask any questions or have any comments, like I said, I'd be more than inclined and happy I'd love to hear what you guys think of the new army. I'm going to just turn this off. This is not working. I think I have to put in batteries in that. Alright. I think that's going to be better. But now my hands may turn back to being very orange. If they do, I'm sorry. Alright, and these are going to go... Oh, these guys are crazy. So they want me... So we would have the model turn backwards. And they want the... Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a little divot in there. They want me to take that little divot Oh no. Yeah, they're saying... Come on, man. This is really, really tough. Oh, I think I just got it. No, they don't want that. Nah. I don't know how these are supposed to go. I think I cut them out wrong. Alright, let's look at this again. From behind here. Alright, so this part is supposed to be on the back end. Okay, I think I understand how this is supposed to go now. So they want you to take these two pieces. Alright, so first off, I just realized I did not get this to the right area. That sucks. Oh, I have to shave that off, or this is not going to work. Alright, sorry guys. I'm struggling a little bit with this model, and I do apologize. Oh, okay, I got it. So that... Alright, now I'm getting it. There's a divot and a rest. Okay, got it. So that's... Got it. Okay. Got it. So it's a little tough to see, but there's like a peg and the back end, and you have to line it up. There's actually two divots in here. I'll show you the other one so you guys can see what I'm talking about if you're building this model yourself. Alright, so there we go. I put enough glue for it to sit there. I'll show you the other one so you can see. But there's two little divots. There's two. There we go. I think I got it. There's a dash there and a divot there, and you actually have to get both of those on two little nubs. that are located on the other end of the model. You guys can see them. So it's a little tricky. But that's what it should look like when you're done. So yeah, little tricky. Not, I mean, not tons of tricky, but there's two little, like I said, tabs that you have to like pop that into. So, and I think I lost the viewer because of that. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm struggling. I'm also hurting. It's late. Like I said, I approached this video way too late. Way too late. So I was having some equipment problems. I thought I had everything set up, and then I was, I got, as I usually call it, I got stuck in what I call a science experiment, where I was trying to rebuild a solution that I had already done. Now, that being said, very cool model. So apparently, we want to get this ball piece there. Man, that super glue is just not being my friend tonight at all. Usually the super glue has a much better stick-on rate, but this evening, it's not working out as well as it normally does. So I use super glue because of how fast it actually sticks. Two things, but tonight it's just not playing by the rules like it normally does. Alright, 13 and 14. Is what we're looking for next. Thank you for hanging in there, my loyal, wonderful viewer. I hope some other folks join us as well, because I know, like I said, I feel like I disappointed you guys because I was taking so long to put that stupid piece on. And I'm hoping that you're not having doubting or lacking faith in me to getting these models done, and that I am a commissioned painter and stuff, because I am a commissioned painter and stuff. These new models happen to be pretty challenging, the few that I've done live. I think building models live is also a little bit more nerve-wracking than when I do it on my own. It's just a little, oh geez, okay. Okay, I thought I had it, because I thought I had lined all this up, and now I'm getting stuck to the model, partially because I'm putting my hands in a spot that's stupid. Okay, I think that's the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, I believe so. So I say I'll know in a minute, because that I will say Necron models have that reputation where you will know in a minute if you messed up a Necron model, because what's going to happen is nothing is going to work. Like, all the stuff that's supposed to line up will not line up, and they will look really bad. Where is 14? There is 14. It's like when you do like the Lord Discordance that I'm painting. It's the same concept. If you screw them up, you see all the seams. You'll see that you didn't line it up properly. Necron, same way, because of the way that their armor is layered. Although for this guy, it is looking pretty good, but I think I'm noticing that I'm lifting. I feel like this piece is slightly on wrong. I don't know, we'll see. Because my concern is, you guys will see, there's a socket in there, and on the other side, I blocked the socket just a little bit. So I'm hoping. But everything else looks good. I mean, the chest plate looks right. So we shall see. We shall see. The moment of truth is going to start coming. So when we start adding all of his arms and doodads, we will know right away if I screwed this up. 16. Number 16. I think 16 is one of his like arms for his close range weapon. But I will say, Necron models, very cool. And I didn't go over this in the video when we were doing the instructions and stuff. But it is very cool. Oh no, is that his head? Oh, that is his head. Okay. That is not an arm. That is 100% this man's skull. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, because he's got the sight and stuff. And he's got like a long, long funnel. You guys can see where we're at with the model. Hopefully that's going to be better. Give you guys more better is a word, I swear. Because you guys want to see the model, you don't want to see me. You're going to see some wacky stuff on the screen for a minute, guys. I'm going to go for a smaller angle. Just give me a sec. There we are. So I can give you guys. I'm just going to raise this up just slightly. There you go, so you guys can see what we're doing. I'm going to try to work on it right there. Get this base out of the way. That'll help with the focusing. Like I said, I'm going to work on the lighting. I know my lighting is really bad. Actually, now, this other idea for my lighting might actually work. There we go. So that might give us a little bit more lighting. It's a little bit on the bluer side of the lighting, but at least it's lighting. Cool. All learning. It's all progress. Okay. So I needed 16. I needed 15. 15. Where are you, 15? Yeah, 15 is what I call a truly obnoxious piece for the model. It's a tiny, I hate when they give me tiny little cables. So if I turn it the way that they want me to, they basically want me to put, this is where I really should be using tweezers, but I'm not going to, because you can't tell me what to do. No, I'm kidding. You guys could totally give me suggestions, because sometimes I need them. Yeah, so what's going to happen here is, what is the likelihood that I will glue my hands together? Probably pretty good. Oh yeah, they're crazy. So what they want me to do is they want me to get this. I believe if I, oh, there we go. I think I literally just did it. So I have to get, see what I mean? Oh man, these Necron models are insane. Alright, let's get some tweezers. What do you guys think? I'm gonna get my tweezers set because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this without tweezers. Alright, yeah, maybe I'll use the hook tweezers. Yeah, so tweezers are an amazingly awesome tool for exactly what I exactly just did. So if you guys take a look, you can probably see it better now. But you'll see that little cable that's there. I actually had to use the tweezers to push that in place. So it will line up properly. Again, love Necron models. Also kind of hate Necron models for this reason. Again, I love them because they're ultra detailed and they have a lot of really cool parts and they have really cool stuff going on. But they can also be really daunting and challenging for somebody who's trying to put them together, especially if you're new to the hobby or new to the models, you know. And of course, you know, with the new Indominus box, Necrons and Space Marines are kind of what you and your friends might be playing. And again, this is a single model. This is a character from the Necrons. If you guys are not familiar with this character, this is the new model that came out. It's like a week and a half at this point. It's the Illuminor Szeras. I'm going to hold that up so you guys can see what we're building if you just joined. So we're building this guy. And we did a little review of his stats. I thought the stats were pretty amazing. Alone, he is a beast. But then he also buffs the other Necrons, making some pretty obnoxious things happen for the Necron forces. So, alright, let's get... So I need that, and I need 20. And 20 is... He's got a lance, so I'm 100% going to want to have both of those things. Now, for the lance, I always like to tell people a little bit about it. I'm sorry, I'm close up on the model now, so you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show it in the bigger camera. I went a little closer up so you guys can actually see the model and how I'm doing it. Because I thought this might be a better angle, because I felt like before you were missing more of the action. But I'll show it up to the big camera. Actually, I'll show it up to this camera. So if you take a look, the one thing to be careful about with this piece is right on the end, you can see that very thin plastic. So you want to be careful when you're punching this out. You want to be careful while you're handling it. I know a lot of folks, especially if they're new to the model building scene, will accidentally push on pieces that will make that much harder to put in. And if you guys can see on the side of the Necron, he's got a hole right there. So here's where it gets real tricky. Which is why I like to do this in a different way than the build. So you'll see the other Necron hand, it's actually right there. It's actually kind of hard to see, but it's right on there. So I'm going to glue the two hands together on this, and then we're going to put them on the body. And I'll tell you why I do that. It gives you both a stronger piece when you do that, and it can sometimes be much easier to not accidentally push on elements like I was talking about that are very thin or delicate. I'll move him to the side for a sec, so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. So you can see, and even more so with this particular one, because it is, if you see it, he actually has a gripped finger. That finger's on there, so you actually have to push that in. Now, if you were to try to do that while it was on the model, I swear to you, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. Now, I don't let it fully dry. That's the other secret to this. So now what it's going to do is it's going to hold it in place while I'm doing this. And I might have to, there we go. So I might have to, now we're going to just see exact placement of this, which honestly, you can have fun with your placement of this, but what you just want to make sure of is that the arm is sitting in the ball joint properly. Oh, now, sometimes you get lucky, and you'll hear like a clicking sound. If you hear a clicking sound, then you've probably put it in the correct way, so it actually slotted, it's socketed. Sometimes you get lucky, and that happens like that. A lot of times with GW models, you don't get that lucky. But also, you can customize poses. So, you know, sometimes what I'll do is I'll burrow out the hands if I want to make a different size. Everything, whoa, I just jumped up to 5 folks watching. Okay, cool. Hey everybody, I'm the Modern Geek, also known as Vant Mario, and we're doing some live model building. It's really my review of the new Necron model. So we're just building it now. So I am... Oh, that's obnoxious. Alright, so his like sucking life energy hand, it's really not fun to build. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. I just caught my scissors. Not my scissors, my pliers, and that would have really hurt if that fell on me in the way that it was about to. Okay. So I need 21. And like I said, everybody, if you have any comments, questions, if you're new to the hobby and you're getting into stuff and you just wanted to know more about building, tips and tricks about building, please don't hesitate to jump on in and ask some questions. I know in these streams, I've really enjoyed the fact that some folks have asked, you know, like starting army questions, you know, new rule clarifications. So just like how are the new rules going to affect certain armies? We had some great discussions around that. With 9th edition, there's some really, really cool stuff. I'm going to move him to the side for a minute so you guys can see what I am doing. So we're building the other hand now. It's going to go on this side. Oh, really? Oh, okay. And then it's going to go... Oh, it's going to go like this. I think. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the other part of the hand. I think that's the other part of the hand. Alright, hold on. Okay, the assembly guide did not really explain this piece well. Are you using plastic glue or super glue? I am using super glue, sir. Oh, I suppose there's my answer on screen. Left. Yeah. Says it. That was funny. I must have put it down right when you commented. Yeah, I am using super glue. So I always say to people, super glue it's a trade-off. Super glue is really great because it sets really fast, which is why I like using super glue. The trade-off, though, is that the plastic glue is much better for bonding. So you do get a stronger bond when you use plastic glue. So, you know, you kind of have you take it as it comes. So like I will say with my super glue models, sometimes when they fall, they do break. Maybe they break a little bit more easy. But I like that it sets really fast. Second problem, it sticks all over your hands, so you have to be careful how much you put on. With smaller pieces, that can sometimes be kind of challenging, as I've shown in this stream multiple times at the moment. Whereas plastic glue, of course, does not stick to your hands. Because you are not, at least to my knowledge, we're not made of plastic. Okay, so now I was gonna say for 24 and 23, these are the other smaller pieces of this like crazy. I guess we'll call it a biotransfer device. It's his main weapon. Because if you guys are familiar with this model, you'll see that it's like sucking the life out of someone. Because they actually suck the life force, the bioenergy out of people, and then like use it to make the Necrons fight better. Which is kind of disturbing. So what we're building right now is sort of the hand that's going to do all that, and it's pretty weird. I think I got that. Alright, so that's snapped in. Yep, so here, this is a good example of what I meant by the super glue. So, sets really fast, but when you're doing small pieces like this, it can get real annoying real quick, because you don't have anywhere, you don't really have a good vantage point to grab onto it if you're trying not to get those seams. I can sometimes cheat and get something, but yeah, I mean it didn't come out bad. There's no real like seams, but that's why also you want to make sure you shave off those edges and really cut precisely with your pincers so that you don't have any remnants of stuff, which screws up what you're gonna do. And then, wow, this is like really annoying. Okay, so they wanted me to have this upside down. Sorry guys, I do want to do this on camera so you can see what I'm doing, but this particular piece is a little bit challenging. So I'm trying to get it, have it backwards. Is that the reason it won't work? Nope, it is. Alright, so they have the hand upside down. They have the hand upside down. No, I don't think they're doing that. Hold on, I gotta rethink about this. Hold on, guys. Crap. Alright, so they have it upside. I need to see the picture on the box. Alright, so so let's look at the hand. Hello everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are enjoying, alright, so the hand is upside down. And then this piece is no, so it should be like this. Okay, so that, okay, so this has got to be completely upside down. What the heck? Because, wait, these two things, oh no, there's an opening underneath that. Okay, so it definitely has to be like this. I'm so confused by this piece. I don't know how this piece is supposed to go on. Wow. It's another one of GW's wonderful build instructions. Okay, so they're showing me this tiny little piece. Thing is off to the side. I think I had it right. I think this is... But it like doesn't mesh onto the side of it. That's so weird. Okay. I don't really understand this piece at all. Because if you look at their diagram for how this piece is supposed to interact with the hand, I think it's supposed to go like that. I think that's the final assembly, because when I look at it, no, that's not the final assembly. I think it's supposed to go like that. Yeah, this looks janky. It doesn't look right. Oh wait, I think I just got it. Now does it look right? Yeah, now it looks right. I think I just got it. I think I just found the spot. Yeah, so I was going to say, your friend when you're doing this stuff is always finding that click. Because I just couldn't understand. Oh yeah, that's totally how it's supposed to go, because you can look, it seams up when you do it that way. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Necrons, I love them to death, but their models are somewhat complex when it comes to putting them together. Alright. We're almost done, sort of. I mean, I don't have that many pieces left. Alright, so we're just not going to put that on him yet. Okay, so that's going to be off to the side, because we're not doing that yet. Alright, cool. What are we doing now? Because your man's got like 17 arms. Alright, so... Alright, 17. I will say, very cool model though. I love that he's like beating up another guy. And like I said, I love with this particular new model, and in general, I like a lot with the characters, that they are creating characters with a lot of like an intriguing scene, I guess is the best way to put it. And like I said, it really is, what it's doing to me is it's making it so, you know, things are much more accessible to people who are maybe new to the hobby, who aren't necessarily like gurus at doing terrain or doing, you know, some of the things that we would normally have to do in order to get certain things going. Alright, so these two pieces are what we got to do next. I hate when they do little pieces like this because they are always really hard to put on. They're like always super hard to put on. Okay, for once actually this wasn't that hard to put on. So the secret to this piece is that there is there was a secret to this piece. The secret to this piece is that there is a little collar. That little collar that goes around the wrist is what you attach this to, so you can get that. But it's really cool. It's energy coming off of the hand, because again, he's using his like skill to suck the life force out of this poor what is on the box? I don't know what that is. I think it's a psyker actually. I think he's killing psykers. I think that's part of his mission, which is why he nullifies psyker abilities when he's on the battlefield, which is pretty dirty. Alright, so I'm seeing one thing I might have screwed up. Oh, good. That didn't really glue in, so... Yeah, this was supposed to be... So this, like, completely didn't glue in. That's pretty funny. because I screwed it up. So, but what I'm seeing from the damn it. Yeah, so they were looking for him to have, yeah. So this was supposed to come more up. So if you guys can see, I'm going to try to right the ship on this one. Oh, that would be why. Because he's supposed to, I think I was supposed to put this in the top. Oh, that makes more sense. So that's the stance. Oh, jeez. That is the stance he was supposed to have. And then, yeah, because then I think you put his other arms go. All right, that's interesting. Yep, because his other arm. All right, I'm gonna shore up all this with glue. But his big old crazy hand. Is supposed to go here. I'm just gonna throw some glue inside of that hole. That will act as a sealant for that. Do the same for that. So I just get those all glued in. Oh, is that not connected to anything? Because that... Yep. Alright, cool. So that is supposed to be like that, apparently. You're supposed to have nothing connected to that. Alright, cool. Let me get him a little bit more front and center for you guys. So you can see what's going on with him. While I figure out my next move. Alright, and then crazy energy hand, which is sort of like, and I'll call it backup hand, is supposed to go here. Yep, I had a funny feeling that was going to happen. Oh no, oh no, no, nightmare, nightmare's happening, nightmare. Alright. Yep, I have nothing to hold on to put that in there. Alright, hold on. Up, and I now have the super glue on me. This is bad. Alright. Please don't glue onto there. Oh, because he's... Alright, let's see the position of that, because I don't think that's right. Oh, God, this is like... Oh, my Lord, this is going to be... Ah, Jesus, can you please? Alright, where are my tweezers? Yeah, this is going to be a hot mess, I can tell you already. Alright, so it is... Oh, Jesus, it's got to line up. God, what is going on? Oh wow. I don't know how I just did that, but I'm gonna call it the magic of tweezers. Oh my God, this glue definitely wants to stick to me because So yeah, if you guys can see, that's really tricky. So you actually have to get it. You have to get that loop to go around this to complete the illusion of the beam stuff coming out. It's really cool, but really, really hard. That's what I mean. Necrons have a lot going on here. A lot going on in the placement. You got tubes, you got legs, you got all kinds of stuff going on. Because he's multi-armed, multi-legged. Oh, and then he's got more stuff. Alright, 27. Wait to see what we gotta do now, guys. 28. Really cool model, though. I mean, like, I'm not going to take that away from the model. It is very, very cool. 100%. Super cool. And if you guys like what you're seeing, I know I'm still going. I'm not planning on leaving just yet. But if you like what you see, please think about following the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff. I have a very, very special video. Oh, geez. My light just go out? I have a very, very special video. How do you do what they're telling you to do here? A very, very special video. There we go. With a bunch of Mantic game stuff. So we'll start, not only will I be doing GW, but I'll also be doing Mantic game stuff. So that's going to not only include things like the Hellboy board game, that's the piece that I just did, but it's also going to include Kings of War, it's also going to include their Vanguard title, and I'm going to have pretty awesome exclusive content. For a lot of people that are not familiar with Kings of War, it's a different type of game than GW and Warhammer, but what's kind of cool about that company is that a lot of people don't know this, but a few people that used to be at Games Workshop actually started Kings of War. And they have a very different thought process when it comes to tabletop gaming. Not only do they make their own models, but they also encourage you to use other models from other people. Meaning they'll just give a rule set, but if you have models that look like the models that they maybe you have models within the range of other games you've played, they don't frown upon you using them in their games. But of course, they have their own IP and their own models as well. So you can really have a cool game. So that's one. Two, their cost price point is a lot cheaper than GW's. But what's very cool is they are coming out. They just came out with a bunch of new, or will be coming out with a new range of models. So some might look at Manic Games Kings of War stuff, and they might say, it looks a little bit like older GW stuff, like first couple iterations of GW's models. And part of that's because, Manic Games was a new company. They had just, they just started. So their models kind of reflected that. But now they are doing new, stellarly awesome models that I know I'm gearing to get my hands on. And I'll be having some of those new models on the channel thanks to Manic Games. So we're going to have a really, really cool video. I'm sorry it's taken me a minute to get it. I had just a lot of stuff going on this week. Sorry guys, I'm dropping stuff. It's not looking good for me. Alright. Again, I love Necrons. I both love and I hate Necrons all at the same time. Yeah, because if you guys can see, and I think I did this right. Yeah, he's got claws that come out of a back armor piece. Because God only knows that Necrons needed more crap coming out of them. Yeah, this guy is like really, really crazy. Like, I read his stats. I was impressed by his stats. I really, really am digging these new Necron models. Sorry guys, I'm using my tweezers and to get the right leverage for the tweezer. Okay, that does not look right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and it's about, that piece is literally about to fall off. That's how wrong that was. Okay. Trying to show you guys on camera what I'm doing. That time I feel a little bit more confident that I got the placement somewhat right. No. Alright, something's wrong. It might be the way I put the arm in. Let me just get this guy off camera for a second. Sorry guys, this I think I am right. I think I put No, I got it right this time. No, I got it right. It might be the way the model's supposed to. I think I might have messed up the placement of one of the arms. It's not a huge deal, and it will not affect the rest of the model. But I might have messed up the placement of this. Of that arm. I think so. Oh, no. No. It's right. It's supposed to be like that. Okay. It looked a little too up, you know. It looked potentially like it was off. Alright, so then we have, I think we're almost done. I think we only have one more leg for him. Yeah, actually, we are pretty much almost done. I only have like 4 more pieces. Cool beans. So yeah, so now we're gonna pop this on the back. Beautiful. That's what I meant to do. I meant to drop that. Of course I did. Alright, I think we're gonna go with my tweezers 9,000. Alright. Through the magic of tweezers. Tweezers can only... Ah, Jesus. Man, oh man. I don't have enough room on this desk. It's mostly because I tried to do this lighting situation, which is really starting to bite me in the butt. Okay. Let's try this again, folks. There we go. Yeah, the way that GW built this, and this is what I fear every time I put a model together, is exactly what's happening right now. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that I have no give on one side. Alright, typically when I run into this problem, what I try to do, yeah, is exactly what I just did. So you try to take the hit where you can take the hit. So like the tubing has to look right, but if you have to take a hit on that piece not going in as well, or moving it a little bit, you can fill that a little bit better. It's harder to fix these other pieces. Alright, cool. So now we're moving on to the poor human being. It's being like basically pinned down by this terrible Necron and is having his life force ripped out of him. That's what we're going to work on next, which is why they held off us doing our last Necron leg, because like I said, the Necron leg is literally holding this character up. Is holding this character down, so it's actually throwing him into the ground. Like I said, guys, if you have any questions or comments, I know everybody's been pretty quiet. I mean, there was a good question about the super glue, which I thank you for that. Oh, no. Why are you guys leaving? I know I said I'm almost done, but come on, man. Don't leave me. It's probably because it's late. I realize that. Because you guys have been hanging in there. You've been watching me for like an hour. I mean, this has been an hour and a half stream for a lot of folks, depending on where you're located. It might be early in the morning for you. It might be late. There's a couple different routes that could have gone. Oh, let's see how this is going to fit. My suspicion is it fits like that. And I was right. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot more stuff going on. So the first video for the Mantic stuff is just going to be me showing you guys this ridiculously large box that I got from Mantic Games, which I want to say thank you to them again. I will say my bigger thank yous in the video. Oh, is that going that way? I think I got some glue on that. That is pretty dope. So again, as I said, he is literally stabbing this guy in the back, and then he is sucking psychic energy out of him, which is really, really just not cool. Like, and that was actually one of the reasons I really like this model. But now that I read the stats for this model, I'm really happy I got him. And I want to give a shout out for my Games Workshop stuff to one of my local gaming stores, which is hardcore. Lots of it is 100% hardcore. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I'm going to show you guys when I'm done building this guy. Hold on. Which will be in a moment. Oh God, did I just make a really bad mistake? No, I didn't. I didn't get any of it on my hands. Woohoo! Thank you, Lord Jesus. Oh, I did get some of it on my hands. All right, let's. Okay. That goes in there. Oh damn it! Nope. Oh no, that's really bad. Where did all this glue just come from? It's got a ton of glue on me. I hated this model. Yes. This model, I will say, this model is not for the faint of heart, and I hear you. Hi-oh. Bongo Cattrip 1122. Hello. Yeah, this model is a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna give GW like stellar marks for their models. Here, no. It is annoying as frig, but I appreciate that. But you know what? At the end of it, you feel accomplished, because I literally just pulled out my last piece. My screw is completely empty, so I'm so happy for that. And I need to put. I did just spill a ton of super glue on my hands, which is kind of not good, but because it 100% just dried out my whole thumb. Whoa. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I love that I'm getting like massive swings in views. I apologize if I don't say like, and I have to get that set up. I had overlays set up, and for some reason the company that I used is like not doing them anymore. I don't know. There's like weird stuff happening, so I apologize. I don't say thank you and hello to everybody that comes in. I screwed mine up and had to base him differently. No, well, so far, I don't think I've done that. But we're going to see. Yeah, if you get those legs wrong, it's 100% going to happen. But I hear you. Yeah, man. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. Where the hell does this piece go? Okay, that is his hand. Yeah, this is really bad. I spilled a lot of glue on myself. I'm gonna have to really wash this off. Alright, so this is his hand. Okay. Oh, wait, I think I just did it. Did I just do it? Oh, God. Oh, Lord, this is... Okay. Yep, guys, here we go. This is GW going like, this is a good idea, right? To intertwine this crap. Oh, okay, that's where that's supposed to go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Part of this... I just ordered more Hey, whoa. I gotta wait for a minute, guys. I gotta peel some glue off my hands. I literally can't feel my thumb. I just ordered more Warhammer Sigmar stuff, and then in 2 weeks, I'm finished off my Blood Angels, which included the Marines half of Shadow Spear, 40 Intercessors, 6 Aggressors, and a Redemptor Dreadnought. I found the hip joint the hardest. Yes, the hip joint is very hard. And it sets the tone for the whole model. So I totally get why you found that hard. Yeah, I was literally like dreading it, bro. I don't know how I just did this, but I literally spilled. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta just take 1 minute. It's kind of gross. I'm literally peeling off skin right now because the fact that I can't actually touch anything with my thumb is making it impossible for me to glue this piece. So yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot that you built. I just finished. I actually just got the Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. I finished all the models in that just recently. I just got the Prophecy of the Wolf box. I have to finish that. I'm finishing this because I just got this now. And then, like I said, if you guys really are enjoying what you're seeing and you want to see more stuff, I just got a ton of stuff from Mantic. I also ordered the paints. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, they did new paints for the Necrons. I actually might have did new paints for the Marines too. But I'm looking for bashing kits, but I can't find any ones. What are you trying to bash? I guess I didn't understand that part. What are you trying to model bash? I'm actually going to do a model bash to do a Croxicor for Blood Bowl. I just bought a model and I'm going to bash it up with some simple Blood Bowl. I'm trying to make bases so they look better, huh? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I want to do the same thing. When I do my Necron army. It's kind of funny, but I built all my Space Marines. I may actually use my Space Marines to use them as corpses on my Necron bases. I actually was going to do that. I was thinking of painting them and selling them, but I might not do that. Alright, sorry guys, I don't know how to express the sensation of what just happened to me. My hand got really warm, that's how I knew the glue was on there, and then literally... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I hate playing Space Marines. I know for 40k players, they're going to be like, well, why would you say that? Space Marines are awesome now. Don't you want to play Space Marines? I kind of still hate them. I never liked them because it's true in Age of Sigmar, it's true in my next 2 armies is going to be Tau and Seraphins. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you're going to be a Tau player? You're going to be so hated. Although, I will say, I'm curious, because Gundam robots... Yeah. I was gonna say I'm interested to see how Tau armies do with the new 9th edition rules, because I have Raven Guard and Necrons at the moment. Probably looking at Death Guard next. I am a Death Guard player. You should totally do that. Death Guard models are really fun. So going back to what I was saying before, all right, we're gonna just rock with my thumb because literally, I don't understand what just happened, but I just like glued a lot of my thumb. So I think I'm gonna need to take on. I'm gonna have to do the hot water trick, soak my hands in hot water, and it will come off. It just feels really weird because I literally can't feel anything in my thumb. But it's like super crazy what just happened. So yeah, this is the downfall of using super glue. If you screw up and do this, personally what happened was I went to the store, I was trying to buy more super glue. The only super glue that was in stock was this gel super glue, which is not what I like to use. Not gel. Was the it's just like it's the liquid super glue versus the what they call control. This is so freaking annoying. I'm gonna glue this to my hand again. Basically, the part that I'm struggling with, guys, I know I like took a minute to try to collect myself. I'm trying to get this guy's hand. This is annoying. Like, talk about annoying models, man. Oh, I think am I gluing it on backwards? I am gluing it on backwards. Oh my god. Why is this the most annoying piece of crap? Sorry guys, I don't mean to fumble. Yeah, if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get what even is this guy? Sorry, I'm kind of dumb. Oh, okay. So this is a character for the Necrons. So I'll hold it up for you guys while I'm fumbling with this last piece. Because I always pronounce his name wrong. But this is the model that we're building. This is one of the named characters for the Necrons. This is a new model, new to the range of Necron models for 40k. Essentially, think of him as an assassin for Psychers. So since the Necrons don't have psychic abilities, they essentially, this is their answer to Psychers is to create literally a warrior that goes out and kills them. I think that's the problem. I think there's an extra little bit on here that's causing it not to go in the spot it's got to go into. Yeah, so he so if I could ever get this model actually together, which I'm trying to, I can show you guys what the last part. I'm on the last piece of the damn model. And I can't. So I'm sorry for everybody that's watching. If you're finding, I hope you're not finding what I'm doing boring. It's Jesus Christ. I had this lined up. Like, no joke, I had it lined up. And then all of a sudden, what is going on? Like, did I, like, break this? I feel like I broke it. I mean, that looks right. Oh, there's a piece of it on the spear. So do you have any painting tips? Because I always have trouble with like fine details. Yeah, I do have a lot of painting tips. So I promise you guys tomorrow I will do a painting video. I'm so sorry that I didn't do one today. Now, can I ask the question? And are you using, what types of paints are you using? Was going to be my question. Okay, so this is dirty pool, what they're about to do to me. Alright, so, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, if you guys were all seeing this, alright, this is insane. You have to connect this entire model together. Frig. Alright, so, what I thought was the hand isn't the hand. It's actually this little tiny... Oh, God. It's this little tiny piece on the end of this spear. Oh, my Lord. This is crazy. It's funny. I didn't doubt anybody. Didn't doubt anybody on the chat when they said, hey, guys, I hated this model. Now I think I understand why. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to put... Jesus Christ. Alright. Games Workshop, you guys are nuts. I don't understand how you think this is going to work. Alright, sorry, guys. I gotta, like, super concentrate. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but so you got a Necron leg that you got to put in. But wait, there's more. You have to also connect. I'm sorry, I'm not showing you guys. All right, let me get all my stuff out of the way. And let me hold it from a part that's not going to break it. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but you got to connect the spear to this thing of energy, which makes sense, because the spear is what's actually causing him to be impaled. Oh, that's crazy. You have to connect that, but then it also has to fit into his leg joint. Oh, sorry. You got to fit into his leg joint. And then technically, I think this is supposed to line up. Holy crap. Oh, good. I don't think they make you actually have to line this up on the top. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, and I think I messed them up. I think I'm about to identify with everybody on the stream about how they messed up their Necron model. Oh, there was no way to not... Was I supposed to base him before I did this? I feel like I was supposed to base him before I did this. I probably didn't do that. Nope. Nope. They want me to base him now. This guy's crazy. Okay, let's base him, guys. So painting tips. I want to go back to that. So Citadel paints. So the way that I do things, and it's kind of funny because this manual for this model actually might confirm that the way I'm doing things is actually the way GW is going to want you to do things moving forward. But I use a combination of the contrast and traditional Citadel paints. Why do I do that? Well, I really like the Citadel paints, the contrast paints for base coats. Okay, I just heard something click on my model, which usually is not good when I hear that. I'm gonna put that there. So yeah, guys, this is it done. I'm gonna move my camera a little bit. So what was I was saying? Yeah, so if you guys get a good look, that is a man being impaled by a weapon, being stepped on by a Necron. His bio energy is being drained out of him to then be used to power the Necron army to make them better. Yeah, so that is our finished model. That is him, non-prime, non-painted. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more of a glory shot for it. But yeah, I use a combination of the contrast and Citadel. I like to use the contrast to do all my base tones, so I actually paint from light to dark. So I start with light contrast tones, and then I layer onto my darks. And then I'm a big fan of taking the regular Citadel paints and actually mixing them with the contrast paints to create both. So sometimes I'll do it as a layer effect. So like for instance, a good example of that is in the cape on this gentleman. I'm going to move my Necron around. So that's actually the contrast red. But then I took the contrast red, but then I took a wash on top of it. I'm sorry. Is that the contrast? Oh, the contrast red, and then I took the contrast brown, and I made it like a dirty, battered red cloak. And then also the other tip, if you're using contrast quite a bit, is remember that contrast was designed to be layered. So you go over it with the light coat, and then you come in with a detail brush and just put more contrast in those areas. It'll pool and you'll darken it. So every time you go back over with the contrast, it actually darkens the color. So you can make good, quick tones and do this very, very quickly with contrast. But then of course my metal elements on my model are all Citadel paints. And I do a lot of rust effects now by doing the metal with the contrast orange on top of it. So you can actually make things look like they're distressed or rusted very easily that way. So almost like if you did a wash or if you inked your metals. But if you follow me, I will be doing painting tomorrow. I didn't do painting today. I actually did do painting. I just did it off camera because I was actually painting some scenery. Because not only will we be doing GW stuff, but I also do Here, let's I said I was going to do more cam stuff for you guys. Oop. Sorry for the shakiness of my camera. Alright. As I was saying to people before, I have new cameras, so I was doing all new stuff today. I'm still getting used to some of the new stuff I'm doing. But I do not only GW models, but I also do Marvel Crisis Protocol. So again, going back to that concept of layering your darks and your lights. This is all contrast paints, by the way. But again, just taking that detail brush, going back over them to create those darker tones so you get that more wood feel. Obviously, if you guys don't know, this might be, for folks that are not Marvel fans, this is Groot. And if you didn't know, there actually is a tabletop Marvel game. It is called Crisis Protocol. It's made by Atomic Mass Games. I'll be having more of that type of stuff on my channel as well, because we're doing paint-ups of all of those guys. But again, all of that is achieved with just layering all contrasts on there, and that same technique of just going in and darkening those areas with a fine brush to get pooling and such. And again, same way how I did the base. That's all one color. All I did was I went back over it to darken it, to make the cracks and to make all the things look like they have more depth. Oh, I'm going to tilt you guys down. So we're back. We're back on the table. Actually, that's a better angle than what I just had. So yeah, I will have some more painting tips for you guys. Alright, so going back to the model that we're here all to check out. So this is the final product of our build. You guys can see him in all of his glory. So like I said, this is a named character for the Necrons. He is literally sucking the life energy out of this guy. And like I said, essentially to simplify him, he is think of him as a Psyker assassin. Because that's how he is played. He's got some really cool abilities. One of them being, if a Psyker is within 6 inches from him, if they manifest any psychic powers and they roll any doubles, they literally they peril. They peril on any double, not just ones or sixes. He also buffs the other Necrons, so he can actually, again, if he kills units, he can then buff nearby Necron units, either upping their strength, either upping their armor, or upping other stats from them. He's got a multitude of attacks. He's got a long range attack. He's got a melee attack, so he's very versatile. 7 wounds for a special character, which is pretty good. And like I said, just a really cool model. I mean, I don't know if you could tell in the model detail, but he's got 4 arms. He's got the spider-like legs. I love that they give you all of this debris on the bottom of the base, so it makes it for you not to have to do too much work. You know, just maybe do some of the texturing, GW texture stuff. So like the mud or whatnot, depending on what you want to do for the bottom, or just putting down some Elmer's glue and doing some of the sand kits, or the tough kits that they sell. So I like that they gave you more terrain on here. But yeah, it's crazy. I love that he's getting literally stabbed by his giant weapon. And this guy is having a really, really bad day. And that particular unit that's on there, I don't know, I always know it better when it's painted. I think it is a Psyker. I think he's literally killing a Psyker. I want to say it's a Chaplain from Space Marines, but yeah, that's what I want to do with my Space Marines. I want to make more things like this happening on my other Necron units to make my Necron units interesting. Alright, well, I think we did this video very well. This was a 2-hour video. It is late. I need to get to some sleep, although my insomnia is kicking in, so maybe I'll go back and paint my Marvel Crisis Protocol. That's all, folks. I'm actually painting the Sanctum Sanctorum right now. So actually Doctor Strange's house as a scenery element for my Marvel Crisis Protocol games. If you want to know more about Marvel Crisis Protocol, want to know more about Mantic games, that would be Kings of War, Vanguard, the Hellboy board game, which I'm going to be doing lots of videos on, 40k, Age of Sigmar, tons of other cool board games. There's a lot of board games out there that people are not aware of that are, you know, model-based or tabletop-based. I'll be doing a lot more of those types of battle reports as well. You know, if you're interested, please follow the channel. The best way to know when we're live is to do that. I will promise you guys, I will try to not do videos at 2 o'clock in the morning, or 1 in the morning, or 12 in the morning. I keep doing these really early, I basically do these late night videos because, you know, we've all been trapped in the house and my sleeping cycle is like completely kiboshed and killed. But I'm going to try to do videos on a more, you know, making sense basis. But yeah, if you subscribe, follow the channel. That's how you know when we're live. If you're interested in knowing more about that stuff, I will be launching a YouTube channel with some other content. So I'm going to be doing a lot of live videos here at Twitch, but I'll be doing some, once I get in the rhythm of things and I can get those other more cinematic videos done, they're going to end up on my YouTube channel, which I'll have links once that's up. But you'll see other links below, which are my website and my Patreon. If you guys want to support in a monetary way, that is a great way to support the channel as well. A lot of people don't realize, you know, the monetary stuff, you know, it's the way I can buy the models, it's the way I can buy the paints, the equipment, the things that I need. You know, the reason I have new cameras and new equipment is because of support to my Patreon and folks like you. Please, if you can, that would be amazing. I know it's a tough time for a lot of folks, so to ask for that is also, I get it, it's challenging. But if you could share it with other folks, maybe they can take a look. My website is a great place because you could see both my painting samples and what I've done painting-wise, but you can also see me see my artwork. I'm also an illustrator and comic book artist, so you can see my work there. My Patreon is all about that as well. So you can see a lot of cool stuff and get a lot of value out of supporting those. And you can, of course, contact me for painting commissions, for you know, commissions for drawing or illustration. I have those services all listed on our website, and also sketches and drawings for sale. So lots of different ways to support it. Doesn't necessarily have to be a monthly commitment through Patreon. You can also go and check out the store, purchase a sketch, commission me for other sketches if you don't see something you like. I can tell you I draw everything under the sun, so you can check all that out. You can also check us out on Facebook under Modern Geek Comics. You can also check me out on Instagram under Vantnario. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope the painting tips were helpful. Like I said, if you want to come back for painting tips, I will be doing painting tomorrow. I just wanted to get this build done. And you definitely want to come back because I'll tease it in this video, but when I say that it's a really big box, oh my god, that I got, you guys can't see me anymore. It's a really big box. It's a really big box. So if you want to see me open this box, you should totally subscribe. Because you will then know when I'm going to open this box. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Really cool stuff in there. Really cool things that I'm looking forward to that will help both in my cinematic battle reports, but also for me to do some really cool battle reports. Alright. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for supporting. And like I said, if monetary stuff is a hard thing for you to do right now, which I get that, don't forget that's following the channel, being here live with us, participating with questions, with answers, with things, is always a great way to support. It doesn't cost anything to do that. And, you know, please check it out. And if you are just tuning in, please go back, watch this video, check out what we did, and see how we had fun. And hopefully you would want to subscribe after that, follow after that. And if not, try to come back and see us for another video. And, of course, check out the other videos in the channel. I do video game reviews, painting, drawing, model building, model painting, all kinds of cool stuff, and much it's that'll be coming in the future. Alright, take care, everybody. Get some sleep, wash your hands, treat everybody with respect and honor, as we all should. Because it's only with everybody working together that we will conquer all of the hills that are in front of us. And if 2020 has taught us anything, it's that, unfortunately, there are a lot of hills. And some of them are coming up faster than we want, and sometimes they're coming up and we didn't even know there was a hill. So, respect everybody, stay safe, wash your hands, and hope you guys are having some great gaming experiences. And if this helped you to get distracted for a little while, I hope I did my job as well. So take care, everybody. I'll see you at the next video. And can't wait to jump into all these really cool models and all this new stuff that's coming down the pike. All right, take care, everybody. See you soon.